sound when it comes to talking about my own life. Just I struggle a little bit. But I've been saved for 6 years. Obviously, within that 6 years, a lot of times I've sort of been away from the Lord. But I'll take you back to the beginning, because probably the Lord's been telling me testimony times when I was up and born from Europe. I was just married 6 months. And we was went to shift from Bournemouth to Bristol to Helgi Burns. And cut the long story short, my brother went to Bristol, and I come back here to Morecambe, and I pulled on a little camp in Slime. And I was in my bed one night, a couple of nights before I was in the pub. So I was in my bed one night, and I was just laying down like that, and probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was woken out of my sleep, and I heard a voice, like someone was speaking in the ear saying, "Get ready." I had a dream that I was left behind in the rapture. So it was the middle of the night, I got up and I started praying to God, and I put my life back right with God that night, behind an old bin on the ground where I was at. And then there was a mission on here in Morecambe, just about a mile away from here. And at that time there was Sean Lee was here, and he was pastor in the church, but he had no leader, no one to play a guitar or no leader whatsoever.
Tell us what to take.
So when I was on the mission, when I put my life right back, we got a couple of days. I was in the tent just playing the guitar. I was earlier on here with the voice, and Stephen Lee said to his uncle Sean, he said, "Pa's the next leader here," he said, for Morecambe. So 6 or 7 weeks goes by, and I started getting used here in Morecambe. And I wasn't leading no meetings, I was just playing the guitar and I was singing the songs, and there was brothers in the church that I was playing the guitar for, and they were leading. And that went on for probably 15 or 18 months. And then a few situations popped up, and I started to become a Jonah, to run away from God. And what happened was I left Morecambe. I didn't pray about it, I didn't seek God, I didn't ask God, I didn't speak to my pastor about it. I just made my own decision, and I left here and I went to Bournemouth. And when I went to Bournemouth, it was the decline in my Christianity. I kept telling myself that I'd go to church, but deep down in my heart I was backsliding. So I get to Bournemouth, and Bournemouth a couple of weeks. I won't keep you too long, by the way. And kept saying that I need to get to where there's a church, because there's no church in Bournemouth. And I went from Bournemouth to Guildford, which is about 90 miles away, because Miley Nolan had a church there, and I thought, I'll get to where the church is. And anyway, I spoke to Cranley, and I goes to a meeting there, and Miley Nolan comes to me and said, "Oh, you've been getting used, Pa, you've got a good testimony, and I'd like to use you here." He said, "If you're staying." I said, "Yeah," so I'm staying here. So, and deep down in the back of my mind, I thought, "I'm sick of this man asking me this." He gave me the collection bag, and he said, "You take the offering up?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." And he took the offering up. That day when I left the church, it was a Sunday night, and I never went back to church there again. I switched churches, and then I was just running from God. God was calling me, he wanted me, and I was just rejecting God in all ways. And then to go from London back to Warrington, I was at my father-in-law's for a bit, and I started using Sandbach Church again, where I grew up. I was there maybe 2 years. Obviously my testimony was good, and James Dean Taylor came to me, he said, "Oh, this is only about 12 months ago now," and he said, "Look, I want to start using you again." And I became a Jonah, and I was rejecting God. I said, "James Dean," I said, "I don't mind being used," I said, "But I'm going to Morecambe soon, so I bought a house there, and I don't really want to be used." He said, "Well, fair enough, thanks for telling me." And then I come here to Morecambe, and then Matthew Daly got me. He said, "Pa," I said, "I've heard you've got a good testimony, you've been in Sandbach for a bit," he said, and I spoke to James Dean, he said, "I'd like to use you here." I said, "Yeah, no problem." In the back of my mind again, I said, "I can't believe this man's asked me to do this." And then maybe led a few meetings here last year, and I got on a plane and went to Australia. I was running from God. I was in Australia about 3 weeks. The Lord was just calling me back and calling me back. So I said to my wife, I got on my plane and said, "I'm going home," I said, "I need to be back with my church." I said, "I need it there," I said, "I've got to be used there." And thank God when I come back and I had a chat with Matthew, he said, "Look," he said, you've not blew it," he said. "You've not done nothing wrong," he said. "I still want to use you," he said. So thank God I've been here in the church, obviously, where everyone's here, and I'm getting used mightily, I believe. You know, I'm doing my best I can here. My wife's saved, I've got 2 children, and, you know, I'm trying to bring the children up the best I can and Christian home, because the world that we live in obviously is just perishing, isn't it? And I want my children, when they grow up, you know, to be part of the service of the Lord. And that's all I've got to say. So God bless you all.